We're good. We end up having to sit very, very close.
Ah, yes.
Okay, there we go.
All cozy.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Good morning.
Jinx.
What's new? We're late because Danielle found a bumblebee
I did.
that
and it
seemed
looked
to
so
be in
sad.
distress. So we were trying to.
I
She was
fed
trying
it
to
some
save
water.
it.
I didn't take when I was in Michigan, they had even like a free like how to save a bumblebee course. I did not go to that. And I regret it. I could have maybe actually helped this bumblebee.
I hope he's okay.
Yeah, I gave him some water. I think that's.
He,
I don't know,
she. I don't know the.
They.
I don't know the I don't know the distribution of gender-specific bee rules.
And
it is gender-specific.
Wait, but hold on. Is the only female a queen bee, and then the rest are worker males?
I think maybe.
Matriarchy.
Yeah, right. That's why the men don't want it. No, men don't want patriarchy. Men don't want matriarchy because they think matriarchy would be the same as patriarchy, but just flipped. Right. What they don't understand is that matriarchy is basically socialism.
Or like, even if it was just like flipped, the ratio, like if we were all like queen bees and there was like worker bees and they were all the men, we'd need so many men. There'd need to, we couldn't have a 50-50 split.
No,
There'd have to be like a.
Yeah. Or matriarchy is not exactly socialist. It's like democratic socialism. Yeah.
I've not delved into the, like, I've taken like women's studies courses, but I've never delved into like matriarchy systems or the idea of it. So
there are still, I did do women's studies, women and gender studies, and there are still some functioning matriarchies in the world, and they work quite well, and everyone is very, very happy. And they don't have all the problems that we do.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Weird.
Yeah.
It's like capitalism plus
yeah.
Sorry, we'll go.
Yeah.
Stop talking politics here.
Why not? Hello, everybody. It is July already. Oh my goodness.
Yes. It's my birthday next
Happy
week.
almost birthday.
Yeah, on the 14th is my birthday.
Amazing.
I'm a July baby. So yeah,
How was that in school? Like, did you still get a birthday party?
I do remember in kindergarten they used to celebrate the people's birthday all in the same month or something. That like if they were in the summer, so we'd have like a mass birthday thing.
That's cute.
Yeah. But my birthday party as a kid was like we'd always rent the pool. My mom loved it because she had to do nothing.
Yes.
So we had a cake and we were at the pool and like rented the pool and yeah, there was always sort of a certain set of friends that were away for vacation and didn't come, but like.
Nice.
I was like, I don't know. I was also like, didn't have a ton of friends growing up.
Yeah, well, that's okay. I just realized I don't actually know how to view the comments. That's not it. I'm not sure. I think maybe it's too late.
Hold on,
to view comments.
Let me bring it up on
your phone.
Yes, and then we'll see it because that's how I do it at home.
Yeah, you do that, and I will.
Okay.
So amazing. We launched our bag making membership on Monday and it is almost sold out. So if you are interested in getting in on that, don't delay because we do have a number in mind in terms of like our ability to fill all these orders. But yeah, so we're super thrilled. We're really, really happy. And I think we're more than halfway sold out on the bag making membership. So if you are interested, don't delay.
Is it possible we turned off chat today accidentally?
This is the first time I have set up YouTube for going live. So yes, that is entirely possible.
I'm sorry, I don't think we have chat today.
I'm very sorry. We'll try to give you lots and lots of information. I'm wearing a Rami blouse.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
You know,
little cropped number. And this fabric is, sorry, just flash you. This fabric is quite sheer, but with the gathering, it works really well.
I do tend to be very easygoing about what is sort of considered sheer on a shirt because once it gets close to the skin, like as long as you're not like standing in front of spotlight. Yeah,
exactly. And the pattern on it. But this is a Dobby. This is Dobby from last year, 2 years ago, and it is like a very, very light cotton lawn with these little textural thread nubs on it, and then it's printed, and I quite like it. It's from Verhees.
I really like the Ronnie looks good on a person.
Yeah.
I was very hesitant about it, but now I'm like really tempted about it.
Yeah,
Like, so.
I like it more as a dress than I do. Sorry, I like it more as a shirt than I do as a dress.
Yeah.
As a dress, I find it's a little shapeless, and a little bit like too much fabric. But I like it as like sort of a cropped little peplum shirt number.
Yeah,
I've made a bunch of them.
Well, you know, I like to wear my cropped shirts.
Yeah,
I'm wearing one today, I think.
Absolutely.
Technically.
Well, and all your pants and stuff would look great with all your pants.
Only high-rise pants, because otherwise they don't stay up. So
Yes.
they have to be like way up.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. The one thing I don't like about it is that it's hard to wear under sweaters and coats in the wintertime.
Yes, with the non-elasticated gather or like, there's like a limit.
I put up with it. It's pretty good. Yeah. Okay, so we do have a few things to talk about. Our Sacred Earth collection is up on the website. It's all there. I just did the patterns this morning. So the patterns are also available to purchase separately.
And the kits are just gorgeous. The fabric
the kits
is
are gorgeous. Yeah. So we have, let me see here.
It's like vibrant colors, really rich colors, and these really beautiful indigenous designs. And I'm in love with it.
Yeah. So this quilt kit, we have.
So this would be the spirited kit.
This is the spirited quilt kit, and I think we only have one of these left.
Here, hand me the kit.
Yeah, that is this one.
Yeah.
So you can see Beatrice folded it up super nicely. So you've got the panel on the back, and there's all the fabrics.
Yes.
And we have, I'm pretty sure one of these left. And then,
but we have extra of the panels, though, right?
We do have extras of the panels. We have quite a few of each of the panels.
Yeah. So you could still technically collect all the fabric together yourself.
Yes.
If we sell that kit.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's.
And we're going to see how the yardage sells over the weekend, and we'll probably be able to put together a couple more quilt kits next week. We just haven't had time to do it. And then, so for the, this is I think she just called this the Sacred Earth panel quilt. Yeah. We have several.
And so
we have 2 in black and 3 in orange.
To point out the difference between these guys,
yeah.
One panel is a very large central panel with like a major design, and then one panel is like several designs which you cut up.
Yeah.
And that's the major difference. One has a bit of a wolf in it and like some fish, and one's geese. Those are Canadian?
Loons.
Loons?
I think loons, yeah. And
this
one is a beginner level, this one's a confident beginner level. I also think that this one would be really great for lots of other panels.
Oh yeah.
Like we have the Green World panel right now. Would also work for that because it's quite a large panel that this pattern uses. And then you can just pick your coordinates around it. So we have 2 in the black and 3 in the orange variety. So. This is the black quilts bundle. So instead of the black here, you'll have the orange, this orange colored blender right here for the background. And then we also have some half meter bundles and some fat quarter bundles still available. And we have lots of yardage of the whole collection. And
it's way over there.
It is over there. It's a 9-piece collection, so it's not super huge. And I think
that's only the prints that are over here.
On the listings on the website, I also linked to all of the solids that coordinate with that collection. So you can click into there and find all the coordinates that you need. So that is that.
And that's like some of the most vibrant colors we've got right now that are like for a collection.
Yeah,
everything else is sort of muted.
Yeah, the styles lately have been a little muted from
like even this one that has neon in it.
Yeah, but
the pairing is
the ochres and the earth sort of bring it down. And then the other big thing that is happening this week is it's a Fat Quarter Frenzy tomorrow. So we've done this once before, and it was very fun. Everybody said it was very quiet in the store that day because people were
focused on getting those colors.
They were planning out all their options. They were
So frenzy means
assembling their selections.
Yeah, and frenzy means buy 10 get 10.
Yes.
So that's pretty impressive. Like it's a lot of fat quarters, but you need a lot of fat quarters for a quilt.
You do, yeah. So buy 10 and get 10 for free. So we pulled a couple of patterns that use fat quarters.
Nice.
Use a lot of fat quarters. So this one.
That one's a fun one.
This looks super duper fun. The king size uses 37 fat quarters. The queen uses 34. The twin uses 21. So you could do a twin.
Yeah. That one, I really like
that
I'm really
one a lot.
into this one.
This one is
yeah.
the Crescent 2. The bed size one uses 20 fat quarters plus 8 yards of background. So that's pretty good.
I'm always blown away by how much background is needed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Quilts are big.
I know.
They're really big. Bed size, again, uses 34 fat quarters and 5 2/3 yards background. This is Reverie. Reverie, this one is Star Drops, and the bed size uses 25 fat quarters and 5 1/3 yards background.
I wonder if I should use this as an alternate to my space quilt I'm trying to work on.
Yes.
That's a good
I
start
think
one.
I saw somebody, a local long arm quilter, he's quilting up a version of that for somebody. The one that you're working on.
Yeah, I don't remember what it's called. Something's Bright Night or something.
Again, the bed side of this one uses 25 fat quarters. This one is Starly. This one is called Trellis. I really like this one a lot. And the bed size one, the king or queen size of this uses 26 fat quarters.
That's really reasonable.
Very reasonable. So you do have to buy all 10 and to get all 10 for free. It's not like buy 5, get 5. It's 10. 10, 10. We want to move out a bunch of fat quarters because we have too many.
Yes, there's a lot. And there's some lingering collections that could really get moved.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Here. Into them.
Yeah, exactly. A couple people messaged me yesterday when they saw the post on social media, and they said, "Oh no, I'm out of town. Can you shop for me?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry, I'm also out of town. We're leaving today
That
to
would
go.
be so
we're leaving
hard.
today to go camping. It would be so hard. Although you know what, it is a lot easier to pick colors for other people than it is for yourself.
I suppose, but like I would be so scared that they'd be like, that's not the colors I wanted, or that's not what I meant when I said flowers on blue.
They would have to just trust you and go for it.
Right. That's fair. If they just trusted me and went for it, I'd probably be like, all right.
I picked yarn for a friend of mine at Twist once. She had this project in mind, and she gave me like instructions on how much she needed and what she wanted to spend. What she wanted to spend, she gave me a very wide range, price range, and it was so much fun.
Oh,
I picked out a whole huge shawl for her. And,
nice.
And I was like, oh no. Catherine's gonna get the silk yarn. Catherine's gonna get the really nice yarn.
I love that. Yes.
Look, it's got this beautiful sheen on it.
Yes, yeah.
So she was thrilled. I had a blast.
That is good.
It was very fun.
So that was Twist last year, you say?
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
That was 2 years ago.
So are you shopping for anyone this year?
No one's asked me yet. So
taking the Twist bus to go shopping?
I am taking the Twist bus. I will be your bus host, your hostess with the mostest. So the Twist bus is going to be super fun. We were talking about it on Monday, I think. No,
Tuesday.
Tuesday at our staff meeting. But yeah, we're going to do some games. We're going to have a raffle on the way there.
So you have extra money if you win.
Yeah. So the idea with the raffle is that you bring $5 and you put it into the raffle, and then you pull names and people share the pot. So super fun. We're gonna do a bingo or like a scavenger hunt. At the show itself, and then we'll have prizes on the way home. We're gonna do a show and tell on the way home. It's going to be super fun. And somebody on Tuesday was pointing out they have alcohol vendors at the show, and if you're taking a bus, you're fine.
You don't, no worries about driving or parking.
Or parking, exactly. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And we need a few more people to buy the tickets so that we can afford to actually run it.
Do the bus?
Yeah,
There's always a balance there.
I got to do some math. I set it up so long ago that I forgot what the minimum is that we need to sell.
So if you guys are thinking about heading to Twist, even though we don't have chat going right now, comment afterwards and let us know if you are looking forward to a vendor that you want to head to, or if there's something you want to buy. I have recently been talking about getting into spinning, and I've heard that there's some artsy vendors with drop spindles, and I like.
Yes, I bought a drop spindle at Twist last year.
Oh, you did?
And fleece, and then I took a course, and I need to set aside like 15 minutes a day to get good at it, and I have not done that yet. But that reminds me, I should bring my drop spindle camping.
You should. Yeah, that's like the ultimate, like, no electricity needed.
Yeah. And then my husband bought me another nicer drop spindle for Christmas, I think.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So when I was in Michigan, I knew a friend who she did a lot of spinning. And she showed me this drop spindle, and it had like little metallic bits that like flung off as it spun. And I was like, now I'm obsessed with this idea, and I want like a glitzed out spindle.
Yes.
Anyway, so that's my big dream.
Yes. Well, and like generally, I'm kind of like obsessed with like traditional crafts that like people underestimate traditional crafts and traditional like especially textile skills.
Well, because it was thousands of years that they built these skills.
Thousands of years of skills that we've built over hundreds, thousands of generations and taught to people, and now it's just a quaint hobby. I'm like, no, this is cutting edge technology.
And it was
Are you kidding me?
And what, like the industrial age was like what, 150 years ago?
Exactly.
And we've been making fabric
by hand
for what, since we were been
I
dressed.
know. Like who cares about castles and swords and pyramids? Like textiles and knitting, and like Egyptians made socks.
Oh my God, I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it wasn't knitting, it was like something else. It was another
it was probably the one with, was it the one with the
not knot binding.
Oh yeah, I was thinking knot binding.
That's like Scandinavia.
Oh, okay.
Knot binding is also super cool. Super cool. Anyhow, that's our tangent for the
Where do we
day.
want to go next?
Let's do this one. This
More
collection
quilting.
is super cute.
It is adorable. I was
adorable
folding some of it yesterday. It's a back to school collection.
Yeah.
We've got some kid stuff. We've got some science
Sciencey
stuff. It's nice bright
Math.
colors again. Yeah, all sorts
Writing.
of. It's very cute. I don't know. I hope I was holding that high enough. But anyway, it's a super cute collection. It has 4 layer cakes, 4 jelly rolls.
Yeah.
And we've got 1 fat quarter bundle, and there's some. This is
fat
actually
quarters.
no. There's some fat quarters hidden in there.
In there.
So if you want to come buy 10 get 10, maybe you could scavenger hunt to find those fat quarters.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's brand new, so.
Brand new yesterday. And okay, so next up we have, I don't think we've talked about this. This is the Alder shirt dress, but it is in their new size range. They've had it out for a while. And I just can't remember if we've talked about it before. So this is their size range that goes from a 14 to a 32, and it is in the D cup size as opposed to the B cup size, which is the cup size for the standard size range. And again, I love this. It's great. It's a fantastic multi-season, all-season garment. You can make it a little longer. The skirt's a little short. It comes up on the side a bit, but you can make it longer. I always add inseam pockets.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Because it doesn't have pockets.
It doesn't have pockets.
I get, but.
And it's hard with the dress ones, the shirt dresses. They sometimes don't like the word, but yeah, I always add pockets anyway. If I remember.
And I don't know if I'd add pockets to the straight version, but I only make the gathered skirt version.
Oh yeah,
So,
I would do both personally, but that's well, I guess the one trick. So for me, when I add pockets to something, I always like to attach it to a waistband, and so that's why it's easier in there to do it.
Yeah.
Whereas this one doesn't quite have a waistband, but I've actually stitched pockets straight to the.
Yeah, I would do that style too.
And you
where
just make it invisible.
Stitched right onto the front of the dress. Yeah, for sure, and just make it a feature.
Yeah. Really lovely that they're expanding a lot of their sizes. So I think
I waited for this one for ages because this is one of their older patterns. And they expanded like most of their other patterns before they did this one, and I've been waiting for this one. So, and this one is lovely in just a really wide range of fabrics too, from like flannel all the way up to silk, rayons, cotton shirting, poplins, linens, quilting cottons.
You could almost do anything in this one, just depending on how you want it to look and structure you want it to
have. Yeah.
They also, Closet Core, not Closet Core, True Bias brought out the Lander expansion.
Yeah.
Which is not, I don't think, in print yet. Hopefully it'll be eventually in print.
Too.
I was super excited to see. I've been waiting for that one for years because I'm right on the cusp.
Yes,
I
me
am
too.
sometimes a 20, like 20 up at the waist or 18 up the waist, but my hips are for sure 22 to 24. And it's like, So.
Yeah. And the Lander's nice too because it's one leg piece. There's no side seam.
No, there's a side seam in the
Is there?
Lander.
I don't think
it's
there
got the button
is.
flap. I've made them.
It's got a button flap. I think there's no side seam.
I'm pretty sure there is.
So like I made their largest size and I put it on and it was like instant sciatic nerve pain.
Oh.
Yeah, something about where it was sitting or something. But that one I remember, because usually if I'm right on the cusp, I'll just expand. You know, I'll like add I just expand things willy-nilly. But that one I remember was going to be difficult because where I needed to expand, there was no seams where I needed it expanded.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure it's a one.
Well, so it has a dart, I'm pretty sure, at the back. And so, but I'm pretty sure it's 2 leg panels.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, and then, but maybe
What
instead of
pant am
having.
I thinking of then? Because I know there was one of those early rigid pant patterns that came out like.
Have you done the Clyde? No, that one's loose though. Is it a tight one?
7 years ago, that was one. There was no side seam. And the Lander has the patch pockets too.
Yes. But I'm 90% sure.
We gotta look at it.
Anyway, but yeah, I'm really excited for that one. I personally did that one out of stretch. So I was able to fit the small, like the size that technically didn't fit me, and it was fine. But anyway, distraction.
Yeah.
We don't have that in store yet.
Yeah, exactly. It is coming though. As soon as it is available in print, we will have it. Yeah. I don't know if we've talked about this, but I pulled this off the shelf because this is a really great like intro to sewing book. There's tons of hacks, and I thought that this would be a really good summer sewing book because again, they have lots of little projects like scrunchies.
Scrunchies are really great for kids.
Yeah.
So if you've got kids at home that want to get into sewing.
Yeah, like if you've got a tween or a teen that wants to get into sewing, this would be a fantastic book. Like the button earrings, super fun. So like a little collar.
Nice.
I
think that's kind of coming back too.
This screams 1984 for me. Like I had this in 1984.
Well, and all the decades are relevant now.
Yes.
Because we have the internet.
Yes. Right?
Oh my God. I was going to call it a cape, but yeah, I guess it's the collar.
No, it's a collar. Yeah. I had them made out of lace.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like they're
cotton.
These kind of feel
lace.
cape-ish.
Yeah, it was lace. So you added it to your round neck dress, and all of a sudden it was your Christmas dress.
That's true. That's good. We need more versatile fashion like this.
Absolutely, we do.
If I could change my shapeless, comfortable clothing.
A scrunchy headband, hello.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
Actually, probably.
So
right
I just thought if anybody's, looking, how long have the kids been out of school? 4 days?
It's too long already, I think.
Yeah. If you're already feeling the weeks.
Poor Michelle's already been in briefly twice with her kids and.
Looking a little.
She's always like, it's like wrangling them. I feel like she's like got a lasso out and she's like, get back here.
She's like, go wait in the car for me. And I just have to do one thing. And then she was doing that one thing, which I think was going to the washroom. They got out of the car and went and hid under a table in the classroom. I'm like, your kids are hiding over there. They ran past us whispering.
Oh, so funny. Yeah,
yeah, so I thought this would be a great summer book, even if you're doing like a staycation.
Staycation.
Yeah. Oh, this is a new tool too.
Yes.
So this is a stuffing tool. Michelle found this, and I think we have some plans later in the year that this is going to be useful for. But the top of it, it's like a stiletto, but the top of it is blunt. So the top of it is the same width as the whole shaft of it.
And it's kind of got like claws at the end, it looks like, to like almost like grab.
Oh yeah, it's got little slits in it, so you can really like.
Yeah, and so to get the stuffing in all to the nooks
Or
and
you
crannies
could like
of the
yeah,
bits.
you could like twist it in there if you're doing like So super duper cool, and it's by this company called Benzie that I have been following for probably 15 years, and they specialize in like felt things and little felt animals.
Oh, that explains a lot then.
Yeah,
that's why they've got that.
Little
Little felt animals. That sounds cute. Sometimes I wish I had tiny humans to make things for, which I guess I have nieces and nephews. But
again, allow me a tangent, but I love their logo and their typeface. Yeah, it's amazing. And then
good design.
Good.
Okay, but
good design.
This is weird design that they put the handle at the top. I think they did it intentionally, but it was throwing me off yesterday that I was like, who puts the handle at the top for a display?
I suppose so.
They did it intentionally though, but it totally perturbs me. We were discussing it yesterday.
Maybe it's because
it was intentional, and it's intentional probably because it grabs your eye because it looks weird.
Yeah.
And I'm
also,
sure
maybe because of the placement of the words.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Anyhow, it's pretty cool. I like it a lot. So there's that. That'll be. I don't know if that's on the website, but it'll be there soon. And in addition to all these quilt patterns, I think we just have a ton of new quilting patterns lately.
Yeah, it's hard to tell sometimes because we sometimes just sneak them out. But.
Yeah, or maybe there's a lot of restock. No, but I was actually creating these two patterns, the Sacred Earth ones, and I noticed that there was a whole bunch of other new ones too. So. Speaking of other things that are new, we are getting a big shipment of European apparel fabrics today. Hopefully those will all get received and on the floor today. I created all the products earlier this week.
Oh, nice.
And then early next week we are getting Fableism as well.
Oh,
some
nice.
like checked things.
Oh yes, I've seen
some checks. I think
the previous store I worked at had some of the Fableism, and I was like, why don't we?
It's really nice. No, we've had Fableism, and then we sold out. So
yeah. So it was the honeycomb and or did we have the check before? Then I've not seen it yet.
No, our first shipment from them was their everyday chambray. So we've had the everyday chambray, which I am also obsessed with.
I'm looking forward to seeing that check. I want to see that check.
Yeah.
Are the Liberty fabrics we've shown earlier?
I'm going to try to get them on the floor today, but again, I make no promises. I have to see how much I get done today before I have to leave at like noon.
Oh yeah, for your camping trip.
For my camping trip. My husband's packing the car.
Nice.
And yeah, I'm torn, right? Because I had scheduled them for September. So the colors of the Liberty is very fall.
Okay. Oh, that's fair. I see. That's why I was like, I was surprised you hadn't rushed them out.
Do I hold them back? Do I not?
Well,
I probably just need to get them out.
Well, and we are kind of coming into the time for fall, and the lawn is light enough to be in the early fall.
It is.
So
yeah.
Because July's like, let's be honest, July's over. Like I know it's the 4th, but July is over.
July's over.
Because that's how these months go these days.
Canada Day is done. The rest of it's a wash. Who cares?
Yeah, it's July 4th and everyone's celebrating the U.S. My husband's paper got released today.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes, he was very pleased.
Congratulations.
It took them like a year to get this paper released.
Oh my.
Nature Photonics, if any.
Like published, like after he had submitted it to the journal?
Yes, and it was in back and forth in review, and then actually, but the paper is very hot in their field because they did. Anyway, so.
Tell us why it's very hot.
So Vedran's last place he was working in Michigan, they happen to be very good at taking the data for the realm that they're in. It's condensed matter physics, and it basically means they use lasers and lenses for like focusing, and they use like this special microscope called an STM. It's a scanning tunneling microscope.
Yes.
And so they do all this to basically make movies of atoms and look at electron dynamics, electron movement by atoms, if they can. This is sort of vague. This is sort of like brushing over a few things. But the idea is, they're looking at atomic deal, like what's going on down there. And they're just very good at taking the data, it turns out. And it's very hard to take the data in this area.
Yeah.
And they came out and walloped everyone with this new stuff. And
bravo.
Yeah.
Anyway. Bravo. Bravo.
If Vedran knew I was talking about it, he'd be like, you're not doing it right.
Well, that's okay. You don't talk about fabric right either. So
Probably not right.
There you go. I think we're gonna wrap up. It is 10 after 10, so time to motor with the day.
Thank you, everyone, for
Thank
being
you.
here with us.
Thank
and
you.
Comment if you had any questions.
Yes, please
for
comment.
Chad.
We will watch them later.
Okay.
Sorry.
Bye.
Bye.